Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. For today's chair yoga practice, we will be using a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, a men's necktie will do nicely. So let's come seated forward in the chair, glutes on the chair, hamstrings off the chair. So we have that 90-degree bend at the knees and feet resting flat on the floor. Bringing our focus now to our posture. Nice tall spine here. Let's roll the shoulders to the back of the room, noticing if there's any tension you could release in the shoulders. Let's change directions and roll the shoulders to the front of the room. One more roll forward. Make sure that yoga strap is not too close to your neck, it's resting nicely on your shoulders, and then place your hands comfortably wherever they land on your legs. Sitting nice and tall, bringing our awareness to a lengthened spine, crown of the head rising towards the ceiling. Let's take a moment now to close our eyes and bring our awareness to our breath. Noticing as we inhale, the chest rises and then the belly rises. And as we exhale, the belly falls and then the chest falls. Let's notice our breath for the next 5 rounds of breath. Bringing your awareness now to the crown of your head, let's begin a scan of our body from the crown of our head down to our toes. Looking for any areas you need to be mindful of during this practice today, so any aches or pains or strains that you might notice. And please remember to always stay safe in class. If a pose doesn't feel right or is uncomfortable, remember you do not need to do it. Completing the scan of our body and bringing our awareness once again to our breath for our 4 square breathing practice. Let's begin with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Let's return now to our regular breath, sitting tall, shoulders relaxed and eyes closed. Let's lower one ear towards the shoulder, stretching the opposite side of the neck. Breathing deeply. One more breath here. Bring our head once again to center and now lower the opposite ear to the shoulder, stretching the other side. One more breath. Return to center. This time lift your chin as if you were gazing up at the ceiling. Keep the eyes closed and the shoulders relaxed, stretching the front of the neck. One more breath. Return to center. And this time drop the chin in towards the chest, stretching the back of the neck, shoulders relaxed. One more breath here. Return to center and now open your eyes. Let's begin by bringing some movement into our wrists, rolling them in one direction. And now rolling the wrists in the opposite direction. One more roll, making a stop sign with one hand, bringing gentle pressure to the fingers just until you feel the sensation of the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. We're going to hold this stop sign stretch for 5 rounds of breath. Let's gently lower those fingers. Once again, gentle pressure, this time looking for the sensation of the stretch along the top of the wrist. Again, holding for 5 rounds of breath. One more breath. And let's change sides. So making that stop sign, gentle pressure to the fingers, looking for the stretch in the lower part of the wrist. And let's lower the fingers. Once again, gentle pressure, feeling the sensation of the stretch along the top of the wrist. So this stop sign stretch is stretching the extensors and flexors of the wrists. Now, if you have a repetitive job, this is a really good stretch to do for a couple of seconds throughout the day, just to keep the wrists and the forearms healthy. One more breath here. And let's once again roll it out in one direction and roll the other direction. Beautiful. Now we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to introduce a gentle twist to the body. So we're going to take the left hand to the right knee, the right hand behind you on the chair. Focus on your posture, sitting tall here. And now exhale, twist, look over your shoulder. Let's hold for 8 rounds of breath. One more breath here. Let's slowly come back to our starting position. Beautiful. And now right hand to left knee, left hand behind you on the chair. Think about posture, sit tall. And now exhale, twist, look over the shoulder. 8 breaths. One more breath. And let's slowly come back to our starting position. Let's roll the shoulders once again to the back of the room. And change directions, roll to the front of the room. And now we're going to take that strap off of our shoulders, and we're going to hold that strap shoulder width apart and bring it just in front of our line of sight as we're looking up to the ceiling. So we're going to sit here nice and tall, nice tall spine. And we're going to exhale and gently twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, and hold. Now we're going to widen the grip on the strap, still keeping it nice and tight here. And once again, exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, last one like this. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, and hold. This time when we exhale, we're going to lower the right hand and look up through the left. Nice side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, change sides. Inhale, center. Exhale, change. Inhale, center, and exhale, change. Inhale, center, beautiful, and let's bring that strap down, and let's bring our hands on the strap just a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to do some front to back movement for the spine, cow and cat holding a strap. So as we inhale, the strap rises up, our gaze rises up, and our belly comes forward for cow. And as we exhale, we lower the strap to our knees as we arch our back towards the back of the chair. Let's inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to cow, belly forward. Exhale to cat and arch. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Beautiful, sitting nice and tall here, just the glutes on the chair. So we're going to bring that strap shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Now we're going to bend the elbows and keep the elbows bent. So the next thing we're working on is working on the muscles in the chest and also the shoulders and the arms. So we're going to just hold the strap here with our elbows slightly bent. And I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to try to rip the strap into 2 pieces. 3, 2, 1, and pull. I want you to really engage. Feel the shoulder muscles and the muscles of the arms engage here. Really trying to rip that strap into 2 pieces. Maybe you feel a little bit of shaking in the muscles. 1 more breath. And let's relax for a moment. We're going to do that 1 more time. And this time we're going to hold it for 5 rounds of breath. 3, 2, 1. Keep your elbows bent and pull. Think about posture, sitting tall, really trying to rip that strap into 2. 1 more breath. Let's relax that down. Let's roll those shoulders once again. Change direction. And this time we're going to inhale, shrug the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, release down. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. Now you can leave that strap just resting on your legs. We're going to take our feet out on a diagonal. Still have a nice bend at the knees, not quite 90 degrees. And we're going to sit nice and tall in our chair. We're going to bring our arms into cactus. This is goddess pose. We're adding to this. So we're going to draw our elbows, our forearms, our wrists, the palms of our hands, and our fingers together in front of the body. And I want you to really squeeze. I want you to notice the chest muscles being engaged as you squeeze the arms together from the elbows to the fingertips. 3 more breaths here. And now we're going to come into our neutral position. So that's cactus. So now we're going to think about drawing these shoulder blades together behind us. So let's bring those elbows slightly behind us. Feel those shoulder blades drawing closer to each other. And notice that your chest is lifting here. So often we're staring at our phones. We're spending a lot of time hunching forward. And some of us have very tight upper back and shoulder areas. So just notice what you're noticing in your body here. One more breath. Let's come into neutral. And once again, let's draw everything together from the elbows to the tips of the fingers, really squeezing. I want you to really engage here. Squeeze, squeeze those arms together. And let's add a pulse. One more pulse. And let's come into neutral. All right, so once again, those shoulder blades will travel towards each other as we bring those elbows behind us. Have those shoulder blades coming together. Really notice where you're feeling any tightness here. One more breath. Let's come into neutral and let's lower the arms. So we're going to stretch it out now. So we're going to draw one arm across the body. Relax your shoulder, support under your elbow. Still sitting tall. You can bring those feet closer together if you like. Now let's take that hand up high, touch it down to the shoulder, and keep that elbow close to the head and point it upward. One more breath here. And let's change sides, starting with the arm drawn across, supporting under the elbow, shoulder is relaxed. Let's take that hand nice and high, touch down to the shoulder, support under the elbow. Elbow is pointed upward if you can. One more breath here. And just slowly relax. Rolling those shoulders once again to the front and to the back. And now we're going to take that strap. We're going to bring it around the sole of our left foot. We're going to hold both ends of the strap in the left hand and wrap it around once or twice so you have a nice grip. You're going to take the opposite hand and you're just going to hold on to the seat of the chair. Let's lift the foot off of the ground, keeping the foot flexed in the strap and the knee slightly bent. And we're going to take it right out to the side. We're going to hold here. This is our inner thigh and our groin stretch, but you're going to feel your quads engage, holding you up against gravity. I want you to focus on your posture, sitting nice and tall. So we don't want to be leaning to the front or towards our chair. We want to sit nice and tall. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Now let's use the strap and add a pulse. So just a small movement, just the arm and the leg moving. 2 more. Beautiful. And let's draw that leg forward and out to the side. Again, just the arm and leg are moving here. The torso is staying nice and still. Nice straight spine. 1 more. And let's draw that foot forward. Now we're going to grab that strap halfway and we're going to bring the foot across the opposite knee, keeping the foot flexed. This is our figure 4 stretch. If this is too much for you, the foot on the floor can come more forward. If this is still too much, you can take the foot, lower it just below the knee, hold the strap at your ankle and at your knee. So choose the figure 4 that works best for you, always keeping the foot in the strap flexed to protect the bent knee. And let's exhale and lower towards our legs. Lower just until you can feel the stretching sensation in your hip. We're going to stay here for 10 rounds of breath, so focus on breathing deeply. We're halfway through. If you like, you can lower a little bit closer to the legs, intensify that stretch. One more breath. Let's slowly rise up. Strap into both hands. Let's let that foot come down to the ground, and we're going to change the foot in the strap. So now the right foot is in the strap, both ends of the strap in the right hand, so the left hand is free to grab the chair. Let's pick the foot up, and slight bend at the knee, and we're going to come right out to the side with that leg still sitting tall. This is our inner thigh and groin stretch. Check your knee, make sure there's a slight bend there. We don't want to hyperextend the joints. Let's add a pulse. Let's do 2 more here. And pause. Now let's add movement. Leg comes to the front and to the side. So it's just the leg and the arm holding the strap that are moving. The torso is neutral. Let's do 2 more. And this time when we draw that leg forward, we're going to grab the strap for figure 4. So once again, remember your options. Option 1, option 2, or option 3. Choose your option, keep the foot flexed to protect the bent knee, and let's exhale and lower towards the legs, looking for that stretching sensation in the hip. Remember to breathe deeply here. And just take note, is one side of your body feeling a little tighter in this pose than the other, or are they about the same? Just notice. Halfway through, let's lower a little closer to the legs, intensify the stretch. One more breath here. Let's slowly rise up. Strap in both hands. Let's allow that foot to come down to the ground. We're going to take that strap away, and we're just going to set it aside. We're not going to use it for the rest of the class. So we're going to take both hands to the edge of the chair, picking up one foot. Let's roll out the ankle in one direction, and take a look at your ankle as you roll, making sure it's a nice circular movement, changing directions now, rolling the other way. And just notice, again, is it a nice circular movement in this direction? Let's turn this now into a point for 2 and a flex. Point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. And we can set that foot down. Let's start with the other foot, doing those ankle rolls and taking a look at your feet, making sure that's a circular motion. If it's not, you could be losing some range of motion. So just remember, this is something you can practice when you're watching TV. Let's roll the other way. Or you can practice when you're at your desk or on the computer or sitting somewhere on your phone. And once again, make sure that's a circular motion in this direction. And now turn it into a point and a flex. Point, flex. One more time. Point and flex. Beautiful. Let's set that foot down. Now we're going to take our feet out just a tiny bit, maybe 2-3 inches. Toes are just pointed on a slight diagonal. And we're going to be doing a modified forward fold. So we're going to think about taking our hands, starting at the top of our thighs, and drifting them all the way down to our ankles and grabbing onto our ankles when we reach there. But we're going to do this very slowly because we're focusing on relaxing the back of the body at the same time that our hands are traveling. So start with your hands up high on your thighs as you think about relaxing your low back, and slowly allow the hands to start traveling. Now relax your mid-back. Think about beginning to relax your upper back. Relax your shoulders. Now remember, if this is as far as you can go, you can rest your elbows on your knees with the palms of the hands facing inward. Otherwise, we continue to glide down our legs as we relax our upper back and our shoulders. When you reach your ankles, grabbing onto the ankles, but continue to relax into this pose. Relaxing your shoulders and your neck. Allowing the crown of your head to shine towards the earth.
Feeling gravity pull your body a little closer to the mat with every breath. And noticing the upper back of your leg, the hamstrings, that gentle stretch from the hamstrings moving into your glutes, coming up your back into your shoulders and your neck. For the next 8 rounds of breath, we're just going to hold here. Breathing deeply. One more breath here. We're going to very slowly glide up. Imagine one vertebrae at a time beginning to straighten up in the spine. And when our hands reach the knees, we're going to hold the hands there. Beautiful. Let's come onto our elbows at the knees with those palms shining forward. We're going to add a gentle twist here. So I want you to take the left hand, bring it directly overhead, look through the left fingers at the ceiling, 4 rounds of breath here. One more breath. And let's come back to our starting position. And now the right hand reaches for the ceiling, looking through the fingers, 4 breaths. And slowly rotating down. Once again, the left hand to the ceiling, 2 rounds of breath. Rotating down and changing once again, right hand to the ceiling, 2 rounds of breath. And now rotate down and we're going to move into singles. Go at your own pace, 8 singles. As soon as you look through the fingers, you can rotate and change sides. Looking up through the fingers and rotate. Looking up and rotate. Look up and rotate. We have 4 singles left. Last single. And once again, elbows on the knees. Now I'd like you to take your left hand and bring it up and over. Just a nice extended side angle. Couple more breaths here. Let's bring that elbow back down to the knee. Now let's take the opposite hand up and over. Extended side angle, looking up. One more breath. And bring the elbow back down to the knee. And now let's slowly glide those hands up the legs and bring those knees back to 90 degrees, feet nice and flat on the floor. Bring our hands to our waist now. We're going to circle the hips in one direction. And I want you to notice if there's any tension that you might be holding in your hips or perhaps even in your low back. It's one of those things we don't notice the tension until we give it attention. Let's do one more rotation in this direction, and then we're going to pause, and let's rotate the opposite way. And again, just notice if you're holding any tension. One more rotation, and then we're just going to hold here. Beautiful. Allow your palms to shine to the front of the room. We're going to inhale as we reach up. And as we exhale, let's draw the hands towards the shoulders and then press away. On your next inhale, lift the arms in front of the body. And as you exhale, allow them to come down to your sides once again. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale to the shoulders and press away. Inhale, lift in front. Exhale, pull in towards the body. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale to the shoulders and press away. Inhale, lift in front. Exhale, draw those arms in. One last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the shoulders and press away. Inhale, lift in front. Exhale, draw in. Here's our change. As you inhale, palms together overhead. Lower them to heart center. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head once again. Let's do one last scan of our body from the crown of our head to our toes, and just notice the sensations after our practice today, but notice without self-judgment.
Completing the scan of your body and bringing your awareness again to your breath, and just notice that you're still breathing deeply. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your energy with this practice and taking the time from your day for some self-care. It's so important to fit self-care in each and every day. The light within me humbly bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. So thank you so much for joining me in this chair yoga class today. If you're a subscriber, thank you again for subscribing to this channel and supporting me. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe now. There'll be more new releases coming. And until next time, have a fantastic day.